Let's go.
What's
Build,
up, everybody?
launch, run
Build,
fast.
launch, run.
That's right. Hello, welcome to, I don't know what you call this, impromptu live stream number one of
Impromptu
OpenServ.
live stream.
Surf
The vision,
live stream.
I'm
the
Ryan
vision, the
Dennis, head of
roadmap.
marketing at OpenServ. This is Tim Hafner, CEO and co-founder of OpenServ, also joined with Ian, senior marketing manager. Tim, why are we talking to the people on television today?
Yes, live on television, or as I say here in the UK, telly.
The telly.
Yeah, just hopping on to chat about the new roadmap we dropped, the vision we've been cooking up. And it's just a lot of different factors and conversations and learnings, and sort of like hypotheses coming together into the roadmap and the vision we dropped yesterday. We're 2 weeks behind, 2 weeks past our platform V1 launch, which is the core engine of everything we've done and everything we're going to continue to do in the future. And now we're turning it to a growth machine, a machine that's going to get attention, that's going to drive value, and is going to create value for a number of different stakeholders, for builders, for investors, for everyone, for serve holders. This is where we take the engine we've delivered and put a car on it and let it drive, right? Allow other people to drive that car. And our mantra is build, launch, and run, turning a one-dimensional builder tool into a comprehensive tool, full stack solution that gives founders a new way to start and launch a business. Like, this is like kind of what we're all about and what we've been talking about for a while. So giving someone the tools, cutting edge tools to build an agentic and AI product, giving them the crypto rails to fund it, monetize it, and grow their team, and then an autonomous AI co-founder and an autonomous AI team. So a suite of services that are built on our core engine that allow a founder to run their entire operation as a one-man team instead of as a 15-man team. So automated operations for marketing, outreach, community cultivation, community growth, community quests, Telegram moderation, content creation, video creation, reaching out to KOLs, everything that a crypto project in today's day and age needs to grow and get attention. That is what we're catering towards, and creating this comprehensive solution where it just simply would make no sense to do anything anywhere else. Like, why would you start a business any other way? If you can build it in a day on our platform, you can launch a token for it, validate your idea in the market, get funded, hire a team, and basically use AI to run your project, your business on autopilot. I mean, this is like the new way of being a founder. This is the Gen Z, the TikTok version of being a founder these days. It doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to go through all of these processes and red tape. It should be as easy as anything else that you do in today's day and age, where food is delivered to your door, where you can trade with an instant, you can consume information and content and entertainment with a flick of a thumb. That's what being a founder needs to be, and that's the reality we're creating with AI.
Yeah, and I think it's super important to call out here too. Like, this is all kind of like rooted in our experience, like everything that we've kind of done through like the Accelerator program too. Like, this is kind of direct feedback that we've been hearing from teams, right? And Tim and Lucas themselves as founders, like, this is a through line for them, right? Like, the hardest part, it's really great to like build, you can effectively build a product, but the second it comes time to launch and actually, put your idea out there is when it becomes real, right? And so we make that happen for these founders, from building to actually putting their idea out into the world.
Yeah, I mean, this is literally the story that Lucas and I walked from day one. We had an idea, we made a website. Wait, can you put us back on the triple thing? I don't like all the attention like that.
Which on the spot.
created a WordPress website just with no
Not
code,
WordPress.
put together a white paper, and went out and raised funding from a community round from Crypto Rails, with no team, just Lucas and myself. And through that, we then had to hire out a team. And in those early days, we hired a couple engineers, our CTO, and everything else was on Lucas and I. And we were, working crazy hours, juggling all kinds of different things, from hiring to trying to grow an early community, marketing, creating content, all of these kind of growth initiatives, trying to find sort of like KOLs and influencers who can help deliver our message to their audiences, get people talking about what we're building. All of these activities are things that we had to do by hand and are simply automatable with AI, particularly with things that you can easily build on our platform. So we're now putting a focus on, from this, taking this engine we built and creating solutions that service the needs of our target user. So it's just this like all-encompassing place where, like an end-to-end place where someone comes, they can build their product, they can then, in a similar fashion, launch a token which allows them to validate their market, validate their idea. Like, does the market even give a shit about what you've built? And a token will immediately tell you that in the most transparent way possible. You can raise funding, get your fucking project going, and then you can run your entire thing on autopilot, on easy mode. You don't have to worry about doing quests, about managing your Telegram. Like, I used to spend like 4 or 5 hours a day like moderating our own Telegram. Like, seriously, I would spend 4 or 5 hours a day answering questions, deleting spam. This was before we had any mods. And that was the scrappy reality of how this all started. And the platform we've built can basically create an entire solution stack that automates this for founders. So why would you be a founder any other way? Why would you launch anywhere else? Why would you use any other tools? You wouldn't. Like, there's nothing else out there like this.
Yeah, we're gonna see a whole new generation of tokens being launched. Launch your meme coin, but actually have a real AI product behind it, because launchpads, they used to be a speculation, they were backed by nothing, and OpenServ flips that. So with every token launch that's going to be happening here, it's going to be backed by a real AI product. Every launch is going to pay a fee and serve, generate trading fees, buy back and burn, serve token. So real products, real volume, real burns. And this creates a compounding flywheel here that we've been talking about all day long. More launches mean more pressure on the market, more scarcity, but we're building this infrastructure not for the token itself, but for the AI native creator economy. Okay, so the next 1,000 builders that are launching 1,000 tokens on OpenServ will all feed back into the same network with incredible reasoning, incredible orchestration, and everything you already love about OpenServ's platform. So we've already seen the build section. We've talked about that in the roadmap a little bit, the no-code workflows now graduating into full apps through our new UI builder, backend hosting, and one-click deployment. Can you tell us a little bit about what you have been most excited about from this V1 and what will become a V2 someday?
Yeah, I mean, it's something we're taking this raw foundation and turning it into something tangible and real that solves real problems. And to me, like, this is the gap that has been like missing in this market so fucking bad since like the sort of like agent run last year, where we ended up with a bunch of launch pads where you could, I mean, most people didn't even do it. You could create some kind of like no code agent that just spews nonsense on Twitter. And that's what we had a crazy frenzy around, with multiple, billion-dollar tokens, lots of garbage being launched. And it was all based around like no fundamental product, no apps, no users, nothing. And now we're filling that gap that still hasn't been filled yet. There's still no sort of like ICM launchpad, and there's still no agent tech that is able to fulfill this like real product gap here. Because like, what are people investing in? You're investing in some agent who tweets. Like, what? How much value is that? um, and there has yet to be a sort of an all-in-one pipeline where you can not only build an app, but you can then go and monetize it. You allow people to invest in you and what you're building. And this is what we've been prepping for ages. Like, we made a big hire a few months ago, and we've already been prepping all of the token contracts for this tokenization platform over the summer, and been coordinating different partnerships with some liquidity providers, with chatting with folks at the Singapore and Token 2049. And we're dropping this soon. Like, this is coming in the next weeks in November. We're going to have a crazy lineup of launches of real products, AI native products that are built with our platform, that make use of our sort of like automation services to run their business, and validate their ideas and get their ideas out to market through tokenization. It gives investors a way to get in on the ground floor. It gives speculators a way to get involved, and it allows real builders to get funded and actually go and execute. Like, we learned this firsthand through all of our initiatives so far, through all the hackathons, through the accelerator program we ran. All of the devs made pretty fucking cool products. Like, they made some really cool products.
Amazing.
Yet out of them, pretty like only a couple actually ever made the effort to bring it across the line and get users and get traction, because it's hard. A lot of these devs have their own jobs. They're by themselves. They don't have connections. They don't have co-founders. They don't have any funding. So how are they supposed to get started, right? Like, where we had the model dev. So he built this Telegram sort of moderation system, which it's really sick. And but he's struggled with the resource and being able to manage a community himself, being able to grow his Twitter presence, try and find users. And the other day I pinged him again. I'm like, hey, do you plan on launching this? And his response was, man, I really need a co-founder. And this is exactly the problem that we're solving for. And it's going to be a reality like very soon. And with basically giving that person a scalable AI co-founder and an AI team to solve all of the pain points these devs face. And it's all done on experience. Like, this is all experience. This is a trend we foresaw. We validated it through our own initiatives, through our own hackathons, and now we're bringing it to market in the next weeks, and going to get this entire thing kicked off, because it now fulfills this real thing, right? Like, there's tools out there to build AI workflows and AI apps, but there is no comprehensive solution, particularly focused on crypto projects with on-chain integrations, where you can build real applications and real products, take them to market, tokenize them, and run your entire operation on easy mode. Like, this is a new way of being a founder. This is the modern founder that we're going to be creating here, and opening up a new market, to be frank.
Yeah. And there's nobody better to get that recommendation from than you, because you built a $20-30 million market cap company for AI using cryptocurrency, right? Using a token. So you are the kind of entrepreneur that people should be modeling themselves after. But now you've actually built a way to make it easier for other people. And Serv is now the gas of this new agentic economy where people can build their own AI company. So OpenServ is, we've moved past automation. Yeah, automation, we solved that a year and a half ago, which is, it's cute to see other market companies in AI coming out with automation tools. But right now we're getting to orchestration, where you should just buy an AI company. You should hire an AI company. Hiring employees is so 2024. Okay. Now is the time you should just be buying employees with your own time, with your agents. They cost nothing, right? Hire your own company on OpenServ immediately. And Serv is going to be this sort of, if you own Serv, you're owning the rails of AI entrepreneurship. And I wanted to pass it to Ian real quick, right? Because Ian, you have incredible experience, and you're the newest of the team of us three here. Have you seen anything like this, where there's one protocol, one token where you can mint, fund, and operate an entire business in one fell swoop?
No, I mean, like, honestly, this is not ever something that I've gotten to use, and is honestly something I'm extremely excited to use. Even as someone who is potentially biased, right? I'm in the weeds every single day with these gents. Like, if I think at such a critical point, no matter like at what stage of build, or like at what stage you are in your build, whether it's like literally just an idea or something you've been working on for years, or something that you're just like not quite, or don't feel ready yourself to like bring across the line, this is something that is like super helpful to you, right? Having that team behind you from literally day one is super powerful. Having that support is great to continue momentum. I think like the analysis paralysis that you can get into when you are starting to bring this, like your idea into the world, is really detrimental to progress, right? And so having like a team behind you to really help you get unstuck and keep moving and keep that motion is going to be key, right? And so now I can build, I can launch, and I can run all in the same place and understand that the people who built this product literally built it for me, right? Like this is because they share that same experience, right? So yeah, I think it's super important, and I can't wait to use it myself. Like I have infinity ideas every day, and I don't know if it's the ADHD or if it's just like, you know, like the sparkle. But yeah, I'm stoked to use it. I haven't seen
You
anything
do.
else on the market, so
You do have unlimited ideas every single
And
day.
yeah,
Ian's correct.
then
for better or for worse.
this the the reality of this whole thing is like, which is what we lived through, was okay, we got our thing off the ground, we raised some money, and Lucas and I, we started hiring out our technical team, we're building, and then we're also juggling all this other stuff, like to like all these other things that are required of a modern crypto project, and a lot of that is revolves around marketing. So Lucas and I are spending our entire days creating content, creating videos, creating graphics, using Canva, like becoming our own sort of like Canva savants, going and create and posting content on the regular, going out and being a reply guy because it's an effective way to get visibility. And it was taking so much of our time, so much so that eventually we relinquished ourselves to hiring a marketing agency, and we were paying like, it was something like 15 grand a month, for, yeah, basically some like simple reply guy work, some chat GBT posts every day. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like why? And then that's the reality of what it is in crypto, right? Like a single founder who doesn't have the resources to necessarily constantly find people to join his team and have hires. Like you outsource your marketing because it's easy, it's there. You're paying 10, 15, 20 grand a month for minimal outputs that you can just automate with an AI team. Well, and specifically, like, and then the crack thing is we can pump these automations and services out like on the regular, because our engine, you can just put them together as a workflow, slap a UI on top of it, and boom, you have an entire like service ready to do your reply guide for you, your Sora video content creation. You don't have to hire a graphic designer anymore. You can just use AI tools, orchestrated through our engine, and they're surfaced to you as a dev building on our platform. You launch on us, you get this stuff for free. And that's the differentiator. Now
Yeah,
we could talk here for forever and ever. Ian, I'll let you go for a sec,
yeah.
but
One more. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
go. You go.
Okay, I have one more thing to hit on. Like the distribution that you can get right from a product like this is huge. I think like the biggest issue for founders at any stage is finding product market fit. And I think like this is a really quick way for you to get to market and test and figure out what it is your audience actually cares about, right? You are building for yourself first and foremost when you're putting a product out into the world. And I think you gradually, through being able to keep momentum, through marketing, through whatever, automating away some of the complex stuff that distracts from you putting your idea out into the world through content, like those are the motions, what you do publicly, that help you find product market fit and help you figure out what it is that, like, what this like end state of your product is, right? And so we really, we provide that distribution, right? We can like get you out into the world in front of people that can like, really see you for what you're building, right? And then helps you kind of continue on and keep moving.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Another
Great. So on that note, we're going to be doing tons of these live streams every day, every other day. We're going to keep them short and
Keep them snort.
Keep it snort. Keep it snort.
short and snappy. 15, 20 minutes. We're going to be covering our entire roadmap, piece by piece, our whole vision. We just kind of laid out the core basics of it all to you guys. We're going to be hammering this out as we gear up for fireworks in the next weeks in November, as this all is coming to life with our launchpad drop, with our AI sort of like automations, our AI co-founder, our AI team going live as well. Every week we're going to have new services. Think about every week we're going to have a new service available for founders in our ecosystem. A new way to automate a piece of your marketing, to automate a piece of your growth, your KOL outreach, whatever it is. Every week we're going to have a new service for you to have to use. So it's just going to be an ever expanding ecosystem of tools. Not to mention, once people start figuring out that, hey, I could build my own app that services all these other founders in our ecosystem and immediately find product market fit, right? If you can build for our existing ecosystem of founders who have launched through us and create applications that service their needs, you have immediate product market fit. And yeah, we're fucking stoked. We're super excited to have gotten this out the door. Finally, it's been cooking for a while. And we're on go mode. This thing is coming up in the next weeks in November. And we're cooking in the background. And we're going to bring you guys along every step of the way. And that starts with frequent live streams, telling you what's what, driving down this vision, and getting everyone prepared for what's next.
That's right. So November,
we're back.
November. There's a slew of new things coming. Tell people that you're starting your own meme coin. You're starting your own project with a real AI app behind it, or you're starting a legitimate product and you have a real token that's tied to it for value. Serv is going to power it all, and we're going to be here to help you every step of the way. So if you're a founder watching this or an investor trying to catch the next wave, I know the markets are going kind of sideways, but this is your entry point because OpenServ is seriously the operating system for the next generation of builders. And I don't say that lightly, right? We all have incredible experience here, and all the projects that I led marketing before, they were considered obscure when I joined. But now everybody knows that AI is a hard trend. Everybody knows that tokenization is not going anywhere. We saw the CEO of BlackRock talking about tokenization. Everything is going to be tokenized. So why not your project? Why not your idea? Why not on OpenServ, where it's the easiest to do it? And you're hearing this from the only AI orchestration tool that focuses on Web3 in the world. So Tim, thanks for breaking it down. Ian, thanks for joining us. We'll be back soon to hit you with more alpha. Keep it locked, keep it, and stay tuned. Make sure that you follow OpenServ AI on X. Make sure you're joining our Telegram. Okay, we're almost at 3,000. I can't wait to see this cult continue to grow.
Let's go.
And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us.
Bye. See you soon.